Hey folks, how's it going? I'm just screwing around over here. Mostly because I wanted to say, don't forget there's an XP bonus. I think it started just today. So you might want to get in on some of this. I have a bunch of low characters here. It's just me kind of multi-boxing. Lowest character here is level 96, and it's this gnome cleric. And with lessons, they were actually getting 9.317 or 9.719, depending on who they're killing, here in Maiden's Eye. So, yeah, you know, don't come to Maiden's Eye though. Go somewhere else. But get in on this XP, man. Hey hippie, how you doing? Oops. Trying to get my overlay up. There we oh, somebody leveled. Hey, my cleric just got a level. Awesome. They need it badly. Because they suck right now. I got wiped earlier because I didn't have... I had all player characters. Now I have one mercenary. And I pulled two, and I just didn't have enough healing power to keep my warrior alive. So, even though I have a shaman and a cleric, but they're both only like... The shaman's like 113, 114. The cleric's only 90. It was only 96 at the time. So yeah, I ate dirt. And it pissed me off, of course. I'm also playing my bard and a rogue. The Bard's, what, 115 now? Somber Dirge. She's the actual official leader of the guild, I guess. You know, in the guild thing anyway. My rogue is 112. I think the Bard is out damaging the rogue, though, because of all the dots. They're twisting 3 or 4 dots, and with twin cast and all that crap in the melee. Yeah, they're doing a number on him. Anyway. I get my cleric in there. They let them swing their hammer a little bit. Just for the hell of it, why not? I don't know if my chat is working, so let me give it a test here. I did see hippies, you know, hey hey. Okay, it's working now. Both of them, alright. Hippie, I hope you had a good day. Hope you're doing well. Looking forward to tomorrow's raid. Okay. Ooh, this guy's up. I gotta always try to single pull these guys because even though they're light blue to my warrior, who's 125, they hit pretty damn hard. Plus, at first I didn't even have my shield equipped. I was being overconfident, thinking I was going to be able to do this without a lot of healing. Nope. So I dropped one of my characters and I grabbed a healer mercenary and set him to reactive, and now everything seems to be fine. I'd be killing him faster, but you know, the other character that I dropped was a ranger, and I think they were actually doing the most DPS, even though they were like 112 also. I guess I could get my shaman on in there to do a little spear jabbing. What kind of spear am I using anyway? I probably should upgrade soon because this spear is a level 105. But it's the darkened slime-coated harpoon, and I really like the graphic. Maybe I could see if there's a graphic overlay similar, because I've always liked that graphic from like way back in the day. The MMO hippie, it was one of those crash days. Got up around 6 this morning. Did about an hour's worth of house cleaning, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. I couldn't stay awake for long. I'm sorry, man. I didn't have the best day either. Work was really like terribly slow at first. I might get 2 on this pole because that guy's down there. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully be able to handle them. I've got my defensive up. Let me do an AoE taunt. Let's also hit the other guy with a slow, and then it should be manageable. Hit the guy with a bunch of do an AoE heal over time. I mean, I could still use this crappy low-level cleric to do a few heals here and there. You know, like if the merc gets a little overwhelmed. But yeah, I was having like a crap day at first. Uber and Lyft, both of them are guilty of this. They were both giving me like terrible trips. Everything was like $5 or less every trip, and I was just getting real tired of it really quick. And it got a little better later in the day, but you know, I was getting really frustrated. The thing is, it'd be one thing doing $4 or $5 trips if every one of the passengers was a considerate and decent person who was ready when I pulled up. But unfortunately, that's not the case. There's a lot of passengers who just don't consider my time or me having any real value or importance in their opinion. That's how I see it anyway. You know, so if you're keeping your driver waiting, don't, first of all. But if you are, then that just kind of says that you don't care about the driver. You don't care about the service they're providing you. You don't value their time at all. And that sucks, man. You suck if you do that, honestly. So try to not do that. That would be great if you could just not do that. I know on occasion it can't be helped, and if you're gonna make them wait, try to do it as little as possible. You know, less frequent is better. But yeah, it's because it's just, it adds up. You might think, oh, but it was just 2 or 3 minutes. And then the next guy, 2 or 3 minutes, and the next guy. You know, after 10 rides, you know, that's 30 minutes. After 20 rides, that's a whole hour. So yeah, it adds up. That's time I could be using giving other folks a ride also. You know, because of you messing around or whatever. Someone else was late for work because there was an Uber driver that was indisposed otherwise. So yeah, think about others, guys. And there's a lot of passengers, to their credit, that actually do think about others, and they make it a point to be ready, which is awesome. I love you guys who do that. Anybody who's ready when I pull up, you are a rock star. You always get 5 stars as a passenger. From, you know, as far as I'm concerned anyway. Tomorrow's raid, we are stepping into TAC V, going to try to get at least 3 or 4 events done. That way next week we can finish it and start OOW. Ooh! Is that the expansion? It's called Ooh! For Thanksgiving. I'm trying to remember what OOW was. You guys know I'm bad at acronyms. Omens of War. Okay, right. That's with like, what do you call it? Wall of Slaughter? Tell me if I'm wrong. I think that's what that was. And one of my favorite zones, as you call it. What the hell was it called now? I can't even remember it anymore. That's how much I hated it. It was traumatic and I blocked it from my memory. Your favorite zone, MPG. Yep. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. At least I'm not completely oblivious. I had some idea. Wall of Slaughter was part of it. Yeah, okay. I almost remember what life was like back when that came out, but not 100%. I lose time sometimes. Like, there are really big gaps in my memory. It's kind of scary. But I think anytime that happens, I either threw myself into work or threw myself into one of the games that I play where I did absolutely nothing else. That's why I have like no memory of anything else. Elwood, just noticed you are on live right when I need to take a break from sitting. Yeah, no worries, man. I don't expect everybody to hop on. You know, you could always take your phone and jog in place while looking at your phone so you run into walls and stuff. I'm joking, of course. Be safe. Don't stare at the phone while you're jogging. I hope you get better soon, man. I feel sympathy. for your pain, man. My back's been a little bit weird. Also. But not extremely, not like, nothing like what you have going on. So yeah, I hope you get better. This guy is hitting me hard, man. If you're done, when I come back, I'll watch it later. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries at all. You heal up. That's important. That's the most important thing. Thank you for hopping in, even if it's just for a second. I really don't expect anybody to be able to watch every video. There's people that I follow almost religiously, and I don't catch every one of their, you know. There's people that they live stream. I've never once caught a live stream of theirs. I try to watch when it's just on YouTube or whatever, just because they stream when I'm doing other things like driving, or when I'm streaming myself. I get to see a spine specialist next week. I've been having issues as well, but I believe it's knots from my tremors. That sucks. I think they should put more, like, I don't know, more money into research for illnesses, especially the ones that really mess people up. I think that would be fantastic. Somebody dinged again. Ooh, 115. Kayla. Awesome. My shaman is 115. Yay! Well, with this cleric, I definitely am handling 2 pulls way better than I was without it. Cleric Mercenary for the win. Maybe when my clerics get higher level, you know, they grow up, they get a little older, they'll be able to heal my warrior, but as of now, not so much. I can use my axe when it's just one. So my 115, let's see, is getting a whole 1% per kill. Usually 1.1 or 1.2 depending on the mob. And I think that's without lessons, man. 112. Rogue is getting 1.3% on average. Almost as much as 1.4. That's without lessons. So I'm getting 4.8 on the level 97 cleric. And that's with lessons expired. I was getting 9% with lessons. So let's see if I might have any kind of mana, not mana potion. Stupid idiot, Fez. You stupid idiot. Mana potion. XP potion. Get with the program, Fez. Ooh, look at this. Hey, I've got 10,000. Okay, gonna hit claim. Yes, please. Okay, I've got my 500. And I get 3 bottles of adventure, 25%. Yes, we'll take that. Choose this one. Yes, please. Complete purchase. Alright. So now I'll be getting 25 extra XP. Where are you? Potion. There it is. Okay. So let's do that. So I'm basically PLing this cleric. This little wall here is not bad. I am quite content. Hey, where the hell my arrows keep going? Alright, that's fine. There we go. I wonder if I have XP pots on any other character here. Ooh. Oh. I hate that. I really hate that. I have an augmentation distiller class 7 and it has the exact same color and shape as the XP potion. I got excited all for nothing. Damn you! Damn you, Daybreak! I'm making them look exactly the damn same. Potions. I don't really have any money on this character. Like, they don't have any tokens. I'm not going to waste money on tokens right now because I'm practically in the poorhouse. Ooh, there's a guy hiding there. Let me grab him. But yeah, I decided to stream for a little bit randomly tonight. Because, well, I was gonna stream the raid, TBM raid. I did offer to join them, but they were short-handed. So I decided to do my own little thing here because of the XP bonus. And just power level some of my guys. Power level in the sense of the way Fez does it. I don't pay someone to run around. I just get on one of my highest level guys and bring my guys somewhere where they'll get decent XP, you know, and try to kill a little faster. But you see, I'm not killing all that fast. It's just a little safer having a tank who's a little less squishy, even though my tank is still very squishy. Brando, quit messing around. Get a room, yeah. The title of my video. Just messing around. I didn't want anybody to think like it was an official Fez video, Fez stream. I very much wanted to make sure everybody knew it was just me goofing off. But everything I say sounds wrong, so yeah. I'm gonna stop saying words. I might check my parse just for the heck of it to see like who's doing the best DPS. You know what? I have a shaman. Combat innates. Let's do Talisman of the Lioness. That's supposed to let everybody proc some DPS, right? There we go. That might help a little bit. They're gonna proc so much, they'll be like a proctologist. I thought this was a new 90 fiance. What? I might be reading that wrong. Is that fiance or finance or something else? Or are you spelling it wrong? Am I reading it wrong? I have no idea. Oh. I'm still not sure what you mean by that. I'm sorry. I don't get the clever jokes sometimes. If I don't even know if it's clever. Oh, it implies to me that you had a babe on the stream. You know that will never happen. I've given up all of that. For the love of the game. Just mostly for peace of mind. Honestly. I'm not bad-mouthing anything or anyone or there's plenty wrong with me too, so just in case someone comes on here, he's talking crap about the ladies. I'm not. I'm talking crap about me too. Yeah, you really shouldn't try to get into a relationship with anybody if you're broken. You should work on you. And don't feel bad for being alone. We should normalize being alone, man. It was something my mother would do, man. She would always, every time I'd talk to her on the phone or visit or any of that crap, it was always like, so, how you doing? Is there a lady in your life? Are you dating somebody? I don't know why she sounds like that. It's just in my head she sounds like that. You know, and I would always, like, feel like crap because I'd always have to answer, like, no, there's nobody, you know. And if there was, it usually lasted about 5 minutes, and then I was, you know, it's like, what happened to that so-and-so? I was like, oh, yeah, they're gone, they left. They said the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. There's a lot of me to squeeze. Hey Rogue! Evening Fez, it's been 20 months today since I first subbed. Awesome, man. I hope you're doing well. And thank you very much. I appreciate you. Grander said one day some chick will think you are fake taxi and bam, playing Everquest in the back of the car. You know, on occasion, I will have a nice conversation with a passenger to the point where they actually said to me, this happens just once in a while, but they'll say like, I wish the ride wasn't over yet. This has been a really nice conversation. Thank you. I'm like, you're welcome. I agree. It was nice. That's enough for me. I can't be around people for long periods of time. And again, it's as much of a me problem as it is other folks, you know? I have a limited amount of time that I can be around anybody, and then I have to leave and be alone for like a day. 6 hours is probably good. My issue is I try to annoy others. I go out of my way. I don't completely believe that. But I do think you use humor a lot to... But so do I. I use humor to get out of uncomfortable situations. Like the back of a Volkswagen. Rogue said, doing okay here, Fez. I hope that you are holding okay too. Yeah. So today wasn't my best day. I had a crappy day. I was pretty annoyed for a bit, but it was all mostly driving related, you know, like passengers making me wait long periods of time before coming outside, and that always irritates me, just because I've ordered an Uber and stuff myself on occasion if I want to go out for drinks, which hasn't been in forever. But when I did do that sort of thing, you know, I wouldn't even bother ordering it until I was completely ready and dressed, and, you know, not like, oh wait, I have to poop or something, or oh wait, I have, like, I'm on the 6th floor, I need to go down several flights of stairs. Because that seems to be a common thing for people. I don't know, they live on the 6th floor of an apartment building. They order the Uber. They don't even start going downstairs to the lobby until the Uber's calling them on the phone saying they're going to leave in 2 minutes. And I get it's cold right now, but, you know, go downstairs, wait in the lobby. And then that way, as soon as the Uber gets there and pulls up, you'll be out within 10 seconds. Show a little, you know, a little courtesy to your drivers. Let them feel like you value their time, even if you don't. Just pretend. Humor us. Because I tell you, your driver's gonna love you for it. And if he starts to recognize you, like if you're a regular, he's gonna be that much more apt to pick up your request, even if it's like just a few bucks, like even if it's a short trip. Because I'm telling you, if I keep getting $4 and $5 rides, I'm gonna refuse them. Because that was my gripe today. I was getting all these really low fares. And, oh crap. Area taunt. I got 2. I just hope none of these guys are named. I don't think I'd be able to handle a named. Okay, I got them both slowed. Hey, let's do Spirit Call on the Shaman, that'll help. It calls like extra doggies. That sounds crazy rude. I would expect the drivers to leave. Yeah, but if if the driver is a sucker, he might stay. And unfortunately, I guess I'm a sucker. I usually stay the required time of 5 minutes because we don't get a cancellation fee if we don't stay for the 5 minutes. I think Lyft recently changed that, so you still get a cancellation fee if you leave after 2 minutes. I did not realize I don't have a Q swarm button on my guy here. Might have to fix that. Okay, now I've made my shaman a Q swarm command. So at least now, when I hit the assist key, it'll cue the swarm if the swarm is up. The MMO hippie said, heck, it takes me about 5 minutes to walk from the front door to the car. Yeah. And just a heads up, I'm okay with that. I've always been okay with that. Anytime an elderly person shows up and they do need extra time, especially when they were outside already waiting on me, or they were like right by the door and came out right away, but maybe it took them 5 minutes to slowly walk with a walker and stuff, completely fine. I have all the patience in the world for that kind of person because I would want someone to do the same for me. And I always help them with their walker. I fold it up, you know, put it in the trunk, whatever they need. That's never a problem. It's just the people who are, you know, inconsiderate and not ready when they could be. But yeah, I do actually get a lot of elderly people or people with mobility problems, and I'm always happy to help them. Most of the time they're really nice too. On occasion you'll get someone who's just, I don't know why, for whatever reason they are just viciously crabby, like perma-crabby. But I still, you know, I just roll with it and still try to be as polite as I can. I think you need to have extra patience for the job as a Uber guy. I didn't call you an elderly. I just said anybody elderly or anybody with mobility issues. I think you're hearing stuff, pal. But, you know, we're all getting there anyway, so... Brando, I would never did that. Eternal Rogue, Fez tosses Walker into trunk. Tell me, did you have kidnapping back in your heyday? What? Did I say toss? I meant I place it gently in the trunk. I wouldn't put it past me to say toss when I'm casually talking to my viewers. But believe me, nothing gets tossed because it might not only mess up their walker, but it might mess up my car. And I do take a lot of pride in my vehicle. I try to, you know, not damage my stuff. I also don't want somebody just getting all cranky with me, you know? For damaging their stuff, potentially. Time to put the shield on. I think I got them both slowed now. Eternal Rogue, no Fez, you were fine. I went on that deep dive into your psyche all by myself. I don't think I've ever been kidnapped. I did have like a terrifying moment in my childhood though, with a lot of trauma. So I'm with my mother. I'm like, I don't know, anywhere from like 7 to 12 years of age, and I was very overprotected, I think, as a kid. I don't know, at least somewhat. You know, my mother wouldn't let me cross the freaking street until I was like almost a teenager, or whatever. So just, you know, pretty strict parents. But we're out in somewhere in Queens, because again, grew up in New York City, and she says to me, stay right here, I'm gonna go up to ask the bus driver if this is the bus that we need. And that was her exact words to me. And, you know, she was never afraid to whoop us if we misbehaved. So I did exactly what she told me to do, and I stayed put on the curb while she got on the bus. Guess what? Bus driver closes the door and takes off while leaving me back on the curb. I'm like, what the F just happened? I was like, I'm here in the middle of Queens. I have no idea where I am, because it was like way out somewhere that I was unfamiliar with. And the bus just keeps on going. So I start running after it, and I'm tiny and I'm not athletic. So I'm running as fast as I can, which is not very quick. And think of like the speed of a gimp gnome or something. I don't know. I got another level on somebody. And I start to freak out. The bus is gone, like no longer in sight. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I was left here alone in Queens. I have to start like making a tribe and sharpening a stick and finding water and food, and I just really didn't know what the hell I was supposed to do. I see some guy out there with his hose, so I, you know, try to befriend him and his hose and ask him, you know, maybe for help. I say, I was here with my mom and she took off and I'm freaking out. So as I'm talking to the guy, she finally shows up and, you know, she's like doing her version of running, which also, again, is not very fast. I think I got my running skills from her. And I'm like, you left me! You said to stay, I stayed! I did exactly what I was instructed. Just like the bus driver just took off. I was like, well, you suck! It was traumatic, but at least I was fine and, you know, my mother found me. But that just says, like, you know, sometimes don't listen to your mom. Sometimes you should just get on the damn bus with her. So at least if the bus driver takes off, you're not stranded alone and considering your options and, you know, have a bunch of internalized trauma afterwards. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm ignoring some of the chat. It's talking about getting me to sign up. 4x4 electric scooters are expensive. Yeah, that sucks that they rejected hippie. I don't know, man. I just feel like it would end up being a bad idea and I would regret it. Or they would have expectations that were unrealistic or something. It's like a commitment. It's like getting into a relationship with somebody. I don't know if I want to do that at my age. He definitely meets the requirements. They will provide giveaways, promote your stream as well. If you don't want to help make EQ, you don't want to help make EQ better. That's not the Fez I know. That's exactly the Fez you know. He complains about everything, but doesn't lift a finger to try to make anything better. I'll give it some thought, man. I'll have to watch the video again and read through every last one of their little, you know, things. If it says anything about my firstborn, they're out of luck because that's not going to happen. I think you have to have a working unit for that to become a thing. It's not like you sign your life away. That's what they want you to think. Look at the fine print. It's in there somewhere. Yeah, it's very one-sided in your favor. Did you actually look up all their stuff? I have trust issues. re-equip my poison. Maybe I'll equip some Monk's Bane, even though I can't remember what Monk's Bane does. And my Bard's Poison is all gone. I wouldn't say it's one-sided. Daybreak gets ad time for pixels. I mean, that's true. Every single YouTuber that makes any content about Everquest, it is like a free advertisement. This is some horse crap right here, man. Pop, pop, and they're all close together, and I don't know if that one up in the tower is gonna come running or not. I guess I'm gonna sling a single arrow, and if 3 try to come, okay, it's just 2. I'd say if 3 show up, I would do my howl, my warrior howl thing. Dang it. Resisted slow? Really? I probably need to use the AA slow and stop being such a baby about it. I just keep thinking that the AA slow, because it's an AoE, is going to cause a lot of more aggro. And when my shaman starts to get aggro, I panic. And when I panic, I'm completely ineffective. Once you get sponsored by Dark Paw, you can make a button for Monty Python song. Organize the biggest train for content drama creation ever. What? Monty Python song? You're confusing me. Okay, so my cleric was 96, 95, 96 when I got here. I think 96. They're 98 now. Woohoo! So that's pretty cool. I still have 3 hours on my potion. So with this potion giving me an extra 25%, I'm now getting between 5 and 6% per kill here in Maiden's Eye. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, Guildies, for recommending Maiden's Eye. You are awesome. I don't know, man. Double XP can be a tempting thing. I wonder if we'll have a lot of people in tomorrow's raid, or if they're going to be wanting to get double XP. I wonder if Daybreak is sitting around saying, like, why won't Fez join our sponsored creator program? Dang it. I think instead they'd probably be like, I'm so glad that idiot Fez has not tried to become a sponsored creator. Once you get sponsored by Darkpaw, you can make a button. Wait, what? That's what I'm worried about. What? More like Fez who? Yeah, exactly. You have a bard you can fade pull. Maybe. The bard is not as high a level. I tried checking to see if I could pacify them with the bard already, but I cannot pacify mobs at this level. Unfortunately. I did hit 116 on the bard though. So maybe my new pacify spell would work if I have one. Let's go visit Alakazam and take a look. Spells? Bard. Level 116. Search. If I'm lucky, the 116 spells are sold here. Maiden's Eye! Yes! I might do that, man. I might pause this little thing to go get bard spells. Because that might help. Gonna make sure everybody's following auto follow. I don't see pacify. I don't use pacify that much anymore. Can't fade it. I mez one. Yeah. I do things differently. You know me, I've always have. And I always want to go the absolute safest route that I can. And to me, pacify is always safer than pulling and trying to mez. Because it usually, I mean, it usually works for me. I know there's folks out there that like pacify gets resisted too much. Not when I do it, for some reason. I don't know. I have to keep stopping on occasion because my mount is too fast, and I think some of my guys are not don't have a max speed mount. And I have the bard song going, yes, but there's some sitting on mounts. So instead of kicking them off the mounts, I'm just, you know, doing this. Teleport scrolls into the mountain. Alright, where's the bard? Somber Dirge, right here. Melee and hybrid augmentations. Sorry you're not going to see me running around with the bard right away. Because it's, yeah, I'm not focused on that one. I'm driving with the warrior. Yep, I got my spells here. Okay. let me buy up my 116s. With some luck, it'll be a pacify, that'll work. At the very least, maybe if I do have a mezz. I don't even remember half the time when I have those ads to mezz. Because I'm multi-boxing. If I was just playing the bard, I could play the bard like a bard. But, you know, when I'm doing this, it's really difficult for me to start, you know, treating individual classes like they're individual classes. Everybody just kind of swings their weapon. The bard just plays their songs in a loop, and that's it. Actually, okay. Yeah, let's see, the cleric is, yeah, still 98, but they're getting up there. Considering their filing for not taking down Hero's Journey, I see they watch EQ, read comments regularly. They're not going to take down Hero's Journey? Really? Because I thought they got taken down. Are they going to let them resume? I think that would probably make a lot of people happy, honestly. I didn't say they are not. I mean, yeah, it got taken down. I'm just glad I never played on that server, because I would have been probably really upset. I feel bad for anybody that did play on that server, honestly. That's gotta suck, man. Okay, let's see. Calm? Yes! I have a 116 calm spell. Alright. And I can affect creatures up to 120. This is gonna help a lot. Okay. Let's also get the higher level mezz, because I don't know, maybe I can try to use the mezz now and then. It's just so difficult, honestly, to do when I'm boxing like this. What the hell is going on? Where's my effing cleric? Oh my god, you dumb bitch. She was just like over there for some reason. Oh my god, she nearly let me die. Oh, shoot. That's it, that gnome's getting fired, man. Because I know I have a cleric on the team that's a player, But they don't have the kind of spells that's gonna heal that warrior just yet. Ooh, that was terrifying. That's a gnome for you. You know, normally I would completely disagree and tell you to shut up, but after that one, ooh. Kulon, lol. She found some cabbage. What? I guess. Something. She was just... She found a shiny rock. She's like, oh, what's this? It's like, oh yeah. The boss is getting killed. It finally started to heal me, but I had to run around for a while, so I didn't die. So yeah, you see that? You see how smoothly I handled that situation? That's why I can't play the classes the way they're supposed to be played if I'm boxing like this. Remember, no software at all. It's just assist keys. See that moment right there? Fired by Darkpaw. Reasons you called our merc a dumb... Yeah. See, that's it. I'm already ineligible. Like a criminal, a smooth criminal. Maybe a criminal who has diarrhea and was just given like a bucket of laxatives. Alright, let's do the test here. I'll try to let's try to mez this thing. Okay, I think it's mezzed. But it also means in the meantime, no bard buffs. That was weird. My warrior just stopped attacking or something. I don't know. So yeah, it does look like the mez stays on the other guy. Wow, there's a push on that mez though. He's getting pushed way back. I just hope it doesn't push him all the way to the wall where he starts to aggro more stuff. Alright, I'm letting the mez expire. Getting And the buff's back. See, so this guy's almost dead. So hopefully Mr. Grunga wakes up just as this one falls. Alright. Arrow. Wake up, Mr. Grunga. That worked out. Yeah, I don't think I would have been able to mez these guys until I hit that level, though. Bard mez seems to have a lower level threshold than the Chanter version. Face the Bard the other way. Well, they were facing me, but it was pushing the thing back, so that was weird. I mean, it's not a big deal. It didn't, at least it didn't push it that far enough, you know, back to where it was getting other characters. And like I said, I can only move my character so much when I'm doing this. But yeah, I'm gonna have another level 100 cleric here if this keeps up. Okay, I think this guy's gonna come alone, hopefully. Yep. I think one of my other guys just leveled also. Not sure. I have to check. Ooh, 113 for the rogue. Yeah. They just leveled. Yeah, the shaman's 115 now. Oh, I already have my level 115 spells on the shaman. Ooh, I get the group buff, the group shielding buff thing. Awesome. I've been fiending for that one, man. It's kind of why I brought them along. Alright, let's load that up. Yeah, Talisman of the Rigor. Yay! And I've been forgetting to refresh Talisman of the Lioness like a dummy. Oof. Just basically taking extra DPS that I could get practically for free and throwing it right out the window by not refreshing that spell. But yeah, reminder to anybody who's still watching, we got XP bonus going on. That's kind of why I started doing this. It's you know, easy, quick way to get news out. So don't forget that. It's a great time to level up your low-level guys. By the way, let me check my AAs. I'm at 115. I have no idea what to put stuff in. Ooh, weapon mastery of the warlord. Sure, that sounds like a good idea. Someone right now is slapping their forehead saying, "No, Fez, not there! You should have put it in blah blah blah." And I'm like, well, I don't know blah blah blah. Delayed death, that's kind of good. You know, you're purple for a moment longer. Corbin, did you and Hippie get into the Content Creator Club for EQ? Unfortunately, Hippie applied, but he was denied because he didn't have enough content, is what they said. The excuse they gave him. Ooh, I'm gonna get 2, aren't I? Yep. I'm gonna switch to the higher level dude. I'm gonna try to mez this guy. Holy crap, what the hell? Where is my cleric? Why am I not, like, doing better? Shit. Okay. I guess I'm trying to fight the wrong guy? Let me try to mez the guy that's yellow then. Okay. I mezzed the guy that's yellow. So the yellow con is the... Why is he not staying mezzed though? This doesn't make any freaking sense, man. He's mezzed, but he's still attacking. It's better if I just slow them both. Trying to do it this way is just gonna get me killed. Sorry, I'm not able to do that. It's just not working out. They're still both attacking even though I got it mezzed. I don't know what the hell kind of bug that is. A lot of effort with absolutely no help. That was weird. Yeah, because this piece of shit was attacking the whole time, even though nobody was hitting him with anything. Massive twat waffle that he is. 15 pieces per 90 days, and with me only streaming once a week, I fell short 13. Yeah. Well, I've got my videos and my streams, if that counts. I don't know. I have not applied, Corbin. I have trust issues. Maybe I will. Everybody seems to want me to. I mean, I guess if they were willing to give me a couple of chrono or something, or finance some of my accounts, that could be worth it. I'll do it for a chrono, and I promise not to spend the chrono. How's that, Daybreak? I'll only use the chrono to keep my accounts going. And I'll try to badmouth you less. Yeah. How's that for a deal? Just... I could feel them wanting to get on the phone already. Advanced loot window is like way out there. What is this? Steel. Wow, 3 steel ingots? When do they start dropping 3 at a time? That's wild. I've only ever seen them 1 at a time. Oh, the extra life event. You get more loot, right? Is that it? Hippie said, I don't believe you. I think you'd use that extra chrono to try to win a date with Boobly Diggs. Yeah, maybe. She is awful boobly. That is this gnome's one weakness. Oh wow, yeah, look at this. 3 Luckland barberries and 3 shafts of wood. Anyway, I like getting 3 times the wood. Alright. There's a ad, so let's see if I can't try to pacify instead of Mez, because Mez sucks on the bard here. Okay, quiets the aggressive nature. There we go. So there's 1, and I'll try to hit that one on the top too, just to be safe. And let's try to get this guy down there. Alright, that worked out fine. This is why I'll always say that pacify or calm is a better option than Mez, because Mez sucks. Mez is unpredictable. And if it works for you, because you're not multi-boxing, then that's awesome. It just doesn't work for me. I mean, it works fine on my Enchanter. That's why I decided to switch from Somber Dirge to the Enchanter for the Saturday kit. I just always had trouble with the Bard Mez. Bard Mez has always given me problems. But again, you know, like I said, it's if I'm boxing, even though on the Saturday with Somber I wasn't boxing, but I still had problems. I did get Somber and this Rogue, their Aurite's Bane the other day too, so they can like quest in Hodstock without getting sick. Oh, I see. The Bloodied Luckland ore, you only get 2 of those. You don't get 3 of them. I see. I see how it is. Alright. Use Pacify again. This is pretty good XP though in this zone, I gotta say. For a lower level, I think it's better than the luck, no, the Velius one. I forgot what that's called though, with the high level Velius. Don't know not much about bards. Did you have any AoE damage going at the same time? Maybe breaking. Nope, nope. Only the Mez spell was running. That's the messed up part. And I don't have any AoEs on the bard. Only single target direct damage. Dots, and they weren't running. So I really don't know what was happening. You know, maybe one day if I'm just playing the bard by itself, I could try to get better at it. It's just I can't do all the fancy stuff while I'm trying to multi-box. And not die. Yeah. I'm gonna try Dragons actually. I might try it tonight with Fez. Before I go to bed. I'm not gonna stream that though, which means I'm also probably gonna end this little stream soon. Oh, there's a guy over there. He's gonna add. So we try to pacify that too. But yeah, don't forget, double XP, log in your alts, get on the extra life events going on, so you're getting double or triple the loot depending on what's dropping. I'd say it's worth it. Sorry for stressing out earlier and swearing at my mercenary and calling them the B word. But they were being a B word and not healing me. Yeah, but Dragons is also going on right now, so check that out. It's like a series of quests. I will see you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time for our raid. Don't forget, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the group content. If you have not checked out my short story, Glunk the Paladin, do check it out. I got another nice comment about it today, so thank you. Yeah, there's gonna be the third part of episode 2, I think, coming soon. I don't know if it's Monday. Gonna take a quick look so I can give you the correct information. Yeah, the 13th, actually. So Thursday. It'll be out Thursday. And I gotta make new content because I've got nothing queued up after that. Oof. That's what happens when double XP comes out, guys. I neglect my other duties. I said duty. Yeah, and I stopped making content. But between my day job and, you know, I just don't have time. But I do appreciate everybody who watches that. I know it's not Everquest, but I still think it's Everquest adjacent. Yeah, Scott said, I love this Fez. Don't think I'm alone either. The nostalgia goes back further than EQ. The voices are fun. Glunk is Russian? Question mark. And then Tavik said, good stuff, keep going. And Tavik doesn't part with kind words easy. So thank you again, Tavik, for that. So yeah, I think that's about it. I think I'm done, folks, for the night, for streaming. Like I said, I'm probably gonna hop off this group, get on Fez for a little bit before bed, and try the Dragons thing. Let's see if any of the cool super rare loots are dropping or not. Be awesome if it was. Roger Salter said, just start back EQ after 19 years. Thanks for your content. Roger, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, man. And the comment. Yeah, I try to make stuff for folks that are coming back after a long time away. What are these things? These wacky Witch King looking guys. I wonder if I can get him before he meets his friend. There we go. Tell me that doesn't look like the Witch King. Lost shade. Even got himself like a cheesy fake crown thing. Or is that just crown molding? He's a yellow con to my low level guys. But yeah, that's it. I'm done. Again, see you guys tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern for the raid. And check out the other stuff. Check out Glunk the Paladin. Check out Sage and Stardust too. I started working on the second episode of that story. I know it didn't get as many views and maybe it got one dislike, but there's no accounting for taste. I actually had more fun writing that one. So I'm gonna keep going with it for a little bit anyway, until I get bored or I don't know. Heather seemed to like it. She said it was entertaining. So it wasn't violently hated, at least. So there's that. And if you give me a glimmer of hope, I'm gonna keep running with it, man. So you either gotta shut me down completely or you know, leave some comments saying this is bad and this is why. So good night. I'll talk to y'all next time. Thanks for hanging with me for a bit.